Welcome to Walking War Robots again. Once more, this is an epic multiplayer combat game between war robots, giant, massive war robots with big guns. Who wouldn't like that, hey? So today I'll just give you an introduction to my hangar. I'm just really starting out in this game, so I've only got 3 robots that are active. You can have a maximum of 5, or pardon while I just grab a bit of workshop money that's accumulated, and back to the active hangar. I've got 2 medium robots in my active hangar at the moment, plus this little guy, which I call Skippy, because he's a jumping robot. In fact, I've got 2 jumping robots in my hangar at the moment, which makes it quite an interesting hangar. My first robot is my old friend, the one I've been using the most. It's called the Vichaz. It has the best combination of health and speed and weapons layout. It has 1 heavy weapon and 2 light weapons. And when you put 2 plasma cannons, called the EP Magnums, on the light sockets, and you can see one's level 7 and one's level 6, and a level 6 Thunder. We kick the robot in the Bronze League as long as it's level 2 or lower, and it gives you good health, good speed, and massive hitting power for this robot, and it can really devastate the field of medium robots. Against a heavy robot, not so much, but in the Bronze League you don't see heavy robots. So this guy is really one of the first robots you get once you get a few levels in this game. Now this guy is a special robot. It's called a gold robot. It takes 2,500 gold to buy this, and you have to earn gold throughout the game. It's a very slow process. It means you have to win games, and you have to win them near the top of the ladder, which means of the 6 players in your side, you have to be one of the best. It's loaded with a plasma cannon on the left, called the Terran, and on the right side I've got a twin twin Gatling gun. Basically, when I can afford the second Terran, I'll put twin Terrans as normal. Now this little guy is my beacon running robot. It jumps, it's fast. You can see the high speed, 51 kilometers an hour, plus the jump on top of that makes this robot able to clear maps very, very quickly and effectively. The only thing I'll put on this is a rocket pod, and really this guy is not made for sitting around and fighting. It's made for getting beacons and getting out of there. So the rockets are just for dumping a bunch of rockets on someone who happens to be around, and then just ham-scrape, because basically you're going to get cut to pieces. You've only got very low health on this robot, but you've got very high maneuverability and high speed. So the game's about getting beacons, and this is my active hangar. So this is what I've got in reserve. Now this is my first heavy robot. I haven't taken it out yet because I want to stay in Bronze League, and Bronze League means I can only have level 2 robots or below, and level 7 weapons or less. So this guy will put me straight into silver if I have it. This is my other backup robot. It's a Golem. It has reasonable health, not really high speed, but it packs a big punch with a small, medium, and heavy weapon. This is the Destria. You see them everywhere. They're common as chips, mud, or whatever. They're the first robot you get. You start with a Destria. You can see I've stripped it of its weapons. It's just the core. Now this guy I usually leave to the very end of the game when I've been blown up by others, and then it's got quad guided missiles, and it sits in the back somewhere, and it just picks off robots near the end of the game. They've lost most of their health. Most people hate these guys because and I certainly hate them when they're firing at me, because they can do a lot of damage and they're very hard to get to because of the range of the guided missiles. Little Shootsy, he's fast and he has a heavy weapon, which I've taken off him. I don't use him very much. In fact, I've only used him once and didn't have any success. Another Destria. I took it level 3, and that pushes you straight into Silver League, so I dropped him, and I don't use him while I'm staying in bronze. Of course, I have another Vitchaz just waiting because they're really one of my favourite medium robots outside the Rogatka. But the Rogatka is so expensive that having a garage or a hangar full of Rogatkas is not an easy thing to do. Right, so that's for bronze. Now I'm saving gold to go into the Silver League. It requires 1,000 gold. I'm getting there reasonably quickly by farming gold with this setup, with these guys. I cap beacons, I capture beacons with the little guy and the Rogatka. They're both very fast, and the Rogatka is also very powerful. And by getting beacons and maximising the amount of damage you can dish out, you can get 10 gold per game. That means you have to finish at the very top of your group and also capture the maximum number of beacons. So that's the hangar for bronze that I'm using at the moment. There are still many robots which I haven't reviewed or haven't even looked at, but hopefully that gives you an idea of how you get into this game or what you should be doing.